everyone, this is Cheyenne with Simply Made, and I'm going to explain part 4 of the Design Space tour for the Cricut beginners. Now, part 1, it went along the buttons on the left hand side. Part 2 went with buttons along the top. Part 3 did the layers panel and all about the other buttons along the layers panel. Next, we're going to go to the edit panel. The edit panel is more for text. What this does is it shows you the first drop down would be some fonts. You can choose if you want to arrange your fonts down here with your list of fonts. You can choose if you want to see, if you just want to see, we got it all open. Alright, you can see just the system fonts, the Cricut fonts, single layer, or ones that have writing style. You can choose between that and it will narrow down your fonts. Now you can also go down which the default text is the Cricut alphabet font. However, all of these, some are from Design Space and some are from the ones on your computer. If you already have ones on your computer installed, it's automatically going to pop up on your Design Space. Now you can install new fonts from different websites, which I'm going to make a video on that later. However, here in Design Space, if they have certain fonts that you would like to use, but where you can actually cut or write or finish your product on your Go mat, you would actually have to purchase it, and it shows you the purchase price right here along the side. Now if there is an A beside it, if I were to have the subscription, this A, it means it would be free with the subscription. So anything with an A would be free. Next we're going to go down to the point font. So this is just the sizing of your letters. You can align everything. As you can see, everything's aligned right here to the left. You can align it to the center or to the right. This isolates all the letters, so it makes it one by one. There we go. They'll just move separately. Now this button groups it all back together. Letter spacing is the space between each letter, so between the O, the L, and then the L and the L, and then the L and the E and the H. So if you watch, the space will get bigger between each of those. Now if it doesn't, some fonts, it doesn't make it perfect spacing like most cursive ones. You can make it isolate each layer and manually move it, and then you can group it all back together as one. Line spacing is the space between the word hello and the word everyone. So if you watch between those two, it's going to get bigger or smaller. Now what this down here means is, this is a lock button. What this means, if the lock is locked, it's actually going to lock proportions. And if you put your mouse over it, you can see where it says lock proportions. So if I move it while it's locked, everything is going to stay proportional, just get bigger or smaller, whichever I would like. If it is unlocked, it means if I make the width bigger, it's just going to get bigger width. The height is going to stay exactly where it's at. Say I move the width, and I like it like that now. I can lock it, and then it will stay proportional to how I just made it. Now there is a rotate button, which means, as you can tell, this is going to rotate a little bit. Here we go. And it tells you the degree of the rotation that you had just made. Also, you can mirror your text or image as well. There's a couple different options. Now, position down here, this means where your image or item is at. So if you see this the corner of the square right here, the top left, this is actually what your position is, and it means the beginning part of your item or image, that's where it's placed on the mat. So you see these little grid lines, and it shows you the numbers. With those grid lines, it'll tell you this is exactly where you're at on the mat with all of that. Now if we go on to the sync panel, You see, I told you about this blue if I wanted other things blue. So you see the inside of these leaves, I'm actually going to make them all that color. And you remember on the layers panel, whenever we did that, it's actually hard to find this custom color. So in the sync tab, you're just going to drag an item and drop it if you want it. And then we'll drag the other one and drop it. Let's say I want this circle, and these circles that color as well. So I can do that instead of going to try and click the same customized number. As you can tell here, I'll try to find one. So see, it's not even close, and it's hard to find the right color. It's kind of a pain. So next would be set up canvas, which right over here is a canvas that I added just for purposes to show you guys. This is a luggage tag, and with that you can select different styles. At this time there's only one type of style of luggage tag. Now size wise you can make it standard, which is this, or you can make it custom. Custom, like I said, there is a lock proportion on it, so you can make it bigger or smaller. Or if I want it super skinny, you can make it proportional and then make it bigger or smaller again. You can also change the colors to these as well. Next we have the zoom in and zoom out buttons. You can zoom in to all of your layers or zoom out, and it tells you the percentage of zoom that you're in. And also down here at the bottom there's a little question mark for help. If you have any questions, it'll take you right to the Cricut Help Center. And I do hope that this video has helped you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments below and I'll definitely answer them. I can make videos to anything, so if you need a certain thing, comment and I'll make a video about it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye!